With that, we bring in Bruen, formerly of the Obama administration's national security apparatus, who is with us now listening to the president. All right, two things struck out to me. One, the president attempting to make this an Osama bin Laden moment. Even though Zawahiri is not a household name, should we, as a country, think of it that way?
Well, I think there are several factors. One, it has been a long time in coming. As the president noted, this is a figure who was active in terrorism well before 9/11. And so the U.S. has pursued him for some time. And in that, there is some measure of victory, some measure of significance in being able to say, no matter how long it takes, we will find you. That being said, Leland, as you point out, this isn't necessarily, one, somebody who had the same name recognition, or two, the moment in which Americans are looking at terrorism front and center. Nonetheless, it is a chance for the Biden administration to point to a victory that they have been able to notch up, especially nearly a year from when President Biden removed our last troops from Afghanistan.
You and I talked a year ago, and I think that was sort of a watershed moment as you saw those images from Afghanistan, for you, at least in sort of your view of the Biden administration and their foreign policy. At the time, one of the real criticisms of leaving Afghanistan was we lost our eyes and ears. We lost our ability to act against those who wanted to hurt the American homeland. The president talked about it, an over-the-horizon capability, over the horizon. Does this not prove that that capability, number one, exists, and number two, can be successful?
There's no question it exists. I think the bigger issue is how much do we have that capacity? And as Bill Burns, the director of the CIA, as the head of MI6, have pointed out, that capacity is substantially diminished. There's no doubt about our reduced intelligence capacity in the wake of the withdrawal of our presence. Nonetheless, and there are a variety of factors at play here, whether it's from signals intelligence, where we're picking up phone calls or other messages, as well as human intelligence on the ground, it just becomes that much more difficult.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.